All right, so after technical difficulties, hopefully I can speed this up. So we're going to add a guitar part. I want to show you bringing back the electric mint, which you would just scroll down in Contact. This is a duplicate, so I've duplicated my chords again. Highlight, track, duplicate, right click, duplicate. Electric mint. You have two choices. You have the melody instrument and electric mint. The melody instrument would just play the notes that you give it. So in terms of a chord, it's simply going to kind of play it. If it's a melody, it's going to play it. So guitar solos would be perfect. That's what it's for. All of these, what they mean is open strings, muted. Flageolet is like harmonics. Tremolo is kind of tremolo. And there are these other patterns here. Okay, but we're not going to really talk about that. If you were to go over to the right here or the left, what this is referring to, mint pop, is considered a song. I would call it a category, but it is referred to as a song. And you get different guitar tonalities. So there's like a wah-wah pedal on that. But we're not going to use the melody instrument. So I'm going to hide that for the moment. What I want to do is undo something that is important. And I have put in Contact 7, but not the melody instrument. And it defaults to mint pop again. But this time, what these little stairs are telling you is that there's a pattern, an arpeggio-based pattern, in this instance, I believe, that is going to interpret these chords and do something with them, as though a real guitar player was playing along with you. Okay, and this one would be a different pattern, B. C, and D. Okay. Now, what do these C1, C sharp 1, D1, all that mean? Those mean that you can actually switch between the patterns. These are not notes that will play a sound. This red section down here, the first octave, essentially are commands that the MIDI tells Electric Mint what pattern to play. So, for example, if I put in a C1 here, that's just going to establish that Mint Pop A is going to play. And then if I go to the fourth measure and I put in D sharp 1, and I have learned that it's a good practice to put it just a little bit before the measure. It depends on what pattern is playing. Sometimes they pick up really quickly. Sometimes they need that little head start. So what we should see now is Mint Pop A plays, then Mint Pop D plays. Okay. If I were to, the other thing that you can do is you can click on the search tool or over here in an empty slot, and you can hear what any of these patterns would do. Okay, double click, and now you have another pattern in the slot. You have a key switch. It is a custom song at this point. What am I going to use? And what am I going to ask you to do? I want you to get creative. I want you to find something that you want to add to your song, but it is going to have a key switch. So for the assignment, all you're going to do is turn in 4 measures of guitar. But what I have found is that I like the funky magic. I think it fits really well with the song. And I went ahead and I did search and found Fading Avenue D. And I am adding a key switch to E1 just before the fourth measure. So my guitar sounds like this on its own. All right, am I in love with it? I really like the Funky Magic A. Not so sure about Funky Fading Avenue, but when you choose your two patterns, you put in your key switch, solo the guitar, bounce it out so I can hear that key switch clearly, and as always, have fun with it.